I agree. We need operators they make him jump through the roof, but I think a heart attack wouldn't look good on the bike.
No, he said make it CT scan.
No, I asked Katie specifically about that, right? And I said, is it true it's a plot point, there's something concealed that's going to be
This is the club. And actually run it from one head, not rotate, one arm not rotate. And let's operate the knees.
Well, I think that's just some kind of there's conspiracy about
Hey, I think it's going to be
plug that in there.
Titanic sail around for a few more minutes so you get a little chance to enjoy it. And I'll have a look at our running order. When we get the pool clear, we're going to do a little bit of, if we can, children's half an hour is what we call it. And so I'm probably going to be looking for maybe 10 or 12 children that want to have a go at sailing a radio-controlled model boat.
glad the government's saying that.
Yeah, they shot down the bombers that were bombing it.
Oh, I see, right. But the customs culture, right, okay.
Did you make all these?
Yeah.
Everything?
All except the buses, they're
Yeah.
die cars. Yeah, everything else.
Busy man.
B1 water, because on the B1, that's up here.
Yeah.
And there, I think they're slightly back a bit.
The main line, you know, it's quite to America.
It's a long way away.
There's nothing around. I'll go play, go and test the boat.
That plane got the record.
submarines are probably the most complicated models to build because when they go under the water, the Litton's fingers out of the water, because as I joked several times yesterday and also several times today, we don't want the children to go back to the school on Monday and try and count to 10 and find they only get to 9. Right, we're going to put 2 submarines on the water. One of them is black and the other one's black. But they are vastly different in size, as you can see. The little miniature one is just having a little bit of testing, because model submarines are probably the most complicated models to build, because when they go under the water, as I'm sure you can all understand, electricity and water don't mix very well together, so we have to make sure no water can actually get inside the submarine. Right, if I get Captain Derek to bring the big black submarine into the middle of the pool, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll explain one of the very clever things that it's able to do. This is HMS Resolution. It was the first submarine that actually carried nuclear warheads. The chilling fact about this submarine was that it carried 16 missiles, and each of the missiles was capable of deploying 4 nuclear warheads. It puts a shiver down my spine every time I make that statement. It's horrible. Shut in your bedroom on a wet Sunday afternoon and think that's a pretty miserable time. This submarine holds the record for holding the longest period of time under sea. In 1991, HMS Resolution stayed submerged for a period of 108 days. Now imagine that, boys and girls, being down in a submarine, not seeing fresh air, not seeing sunlight for 108 days. As we often joke, they must have been just about running out of tea bags. Right, we're going to get a situation where it's in negative buoyancy and it will sink like a removable stone. We'll go down to our pool there, where it will come to a rest on the bottom of the pool. You can see Derek is just manoeuvring it around a little bit, and he's getting close into the corners there. And submarines are very long, and model ones are very difficult to turn in a small pool like this. Children, do keep your fingers out of the water, because Derek is now very close to that side, and that propeller is very, very sharp. So you can see as HMS Resolution is coming round, the other little submarine has gone down, and has just come round underneath the bow of Resolution. There he goes. Resolution's just dived to the bottom. The other little boat on the water, by the way, is a U-class boat, a 214 type submarine. Full-size vessel with some 65 metres in length. And sitting on the surface, she had a displacement of 1,700 tonnes.
Coxon First 19. That's, what's that say? You're alright there, you ran that
As you can see, we're just about to put the submarine in the water. Boys and girls, you probably heard me say this 100 times today, but
down to Easter, it's another day for you. And that boat, 4401, the original one, you can actually see there. There's also a big Arran class, 54-foot Arran class, which you can walk over. It's got a gangway and go up onto it. It's in a dry dock there. There's about another 6 or 7 lifeboats there, and there's activities for the children. So Google it, Lifeboat Enthusiast Society, and through the summer we do some storytelling and special activities over there as well. But that's worth a day out. Let's come back to the lifeboats. You'll notice the numbers on the front. Each lifeboat has 3 numbers. What you can see visibly at the moment is its operational number. So 44001 means it's a 44-footer. It's an imperial measurement, 44 foot long, and it was the first one in production. 1401 coming down here, the Trent class. We've got one of those near where I live at Canterbury. That is based down at Ramsgate, 1402. This is 1404, which is the real boat came from Alderney over in the Channel Islands. Now that's got a 14 because it's metric, so it's 14 metres long. If you go down and see the Shoreham boat, it'll have a 16 on the front. That means it's 16 metres long. If you go round to Newhaven, that'll have a 17 on the front, so it's 17 metres long. Newhaven is 1721, which means it was the 21st boat built out of 46. As I say, the little Open McLachlan, they made 10 of those. The first 2 were made in wood, and the second 8 were made in glass reinforced plastic. Had a 4-man crew, and as I say, it was commissioned about 1968 for the RNLI. The Trent classes are still in existence. There's one round at Sheerness, the Ramsgate one I've mentioned. Dover and Newhaven had the large 7 class. Eastbourne used to have a Mersey class, but about a year or so ago that got changed over to the very latest one, which is the Tamar class. Although we haven't got a Tamar class on the water, a lot of these other boats are conventional, but the Tamar class, of which we've got a model on our stand, is all fly-by-wire. So technically it hasn't got a wheel, it's just got like a mouse or a little little joystick. So the whole thing is controlled by that. Controllers, so it's actually goes faster and slower along with the speed control. One of the best ones on the market. If you notice also on the Trent class at the top, it's got what's called, along the side, you'll see that from the front going to the steps at the back, the profile of the boat drops down. That's called the shear line. But then you go down to Walmer where they've got an Atlantic and children. Great, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kim. As always, a very, very informative commentary.
we're just having a little bit of get ready time now, and coming up towards 3:30, about 5 minutes away.
Right, I was just taking this brilliant view across here.